out of New York is to be out of town.
They came to John's adopted town today. Tens of thousands, young and old, converging on New York Central Park in honor of Lennon's 70th birthday. Of the many tributes being held, this is the Peace and Love celebration in Strawberry Fields, John's memorial, just blocks from where he was murdered 30 years ago, while signing an autograph in front of the Dakota, his Upper West Side apartment. But today was about John's life, not his death.
I'm joined now by Martin Lewis. He is a historian, also a Beatles expert, and a man who is helping the Quarrymen on this kind of reunion tour. Martin, are you surprised with the vast outpouring and the attention being paid to John's 70th?
I am not so much surprised, but really pleased, because for many years people were focused on the sad day in December, which is just one little moment. This is focusing on the life and the legacy and the music.
Among the aspects of John's life being remembered this weekend is his rocky childhood, explored in a new film.
This film, Nowhere Boy, has just opened this weekend, and I saw Yoko last weekend. She sent her love. I said I was going to see you. And the thing about it, Yoko explained it to me this way. This shows John as a young boy in formation. We see what's happening to him, or everything that influences him and affects him. You know, he wasn't the first kid to come from a broken home, won't be the last, but he took all the pain and anguish and put it in something positive.
Also part of the festivities, a new documentary, Lennon YC, being screened tonight in Central Park. The film includes the inside scoop on the benefit concert that was to be Lennon's last.
In 1972, John and I watched a very moving investigative report by Geraldo Rivera on the conditions in Willowbrook State School, which needed much improvement. In response to this, we felt compelled to organize a benefit concert at Madison Square Garden called 121, which promoted world peace.
I was a local newsman, and in January 1972, I get this call from Yoko. She tells me that she and John had been watching my coverage of the awful conditions at the Willowbrook State School for the mentally retarded, and that they wanted to get involved, and maybe they could do something.
It was an amazing event, and it brought attention to the people who resided at Willowbrook, who really needed our help. Geraldo became a good friend to us from that time.
I was very proud to play a small part in John's last fully rehearsed concert that he did as a benefit for the mentally retarded here in the States.
Geraldo, that wasn't a small part, that was a major part. John counted you a friend, Yoko counted you as a friend. You got John to do that concert, that benefit concert, Madison Square Gardens. It was huge. It was the only full-length concert he ever did as a solo artist. It's still the best record of John at that era, and that's a magic moment. And you know, I was watching the Nowhere Boy film the other day, and I thought I saw a glimpse of what he was going to become, because he's got this energy inside him, and he's upset about things, but he puts it into a positive message. And when you encountered him and asked him to do that concert, that's what you see in Nowhere Boy comes to fruition when you got him to do that concert.
Also happening, another concert featuring Lennon's original band, before he and Paul McCartney teamed up with George Harrison, and ultimately the irrepressible Ringo Starr to form the Beatles. It was back in Liverpool in the 1950s. That band was the Quarrymen, who gave us a preview of tonight's benefit earlier today.
Welcome to New York. How do you feel being here on this big birthday?
Well, we're having a good time, and we're going to have even more of a good time tonight. We've just been up to Strawberry Fields, and there's loads of people singing up there. They're having a good time celebrating John's life and his music, and we're going to continue later on today.
And you know, Colin, I can't believe that he would have been 70 years old. How about that? And then I guess I look in the mirror and I say, oh, that's right.
I know the feeling. I'm nearly 72, so yeah, there you go.
So how do you feel rocking out at 72?
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah, pretty good. Pretty tiring. I'd rather go to bed at 10:30, not 1 o'clock in the morning.
Not like the old days. Now, with John, is it true that he was a rascal even early on?
Well, he was a little bit of a rascal, but nothing, you know, too serious, really.
Are you surprised, Len, how contemporary the music still seems and how energized and enthused the fans are on this birthday?
I'm surprised in a way, but when you listen to the music and the music of today, I don't think there's any comparison, really.
And on this birthday, can you give us something to commemorate the 70th right now? What's it going to be?
In My Life.
In My Life. How nice. Okay, go ahead.
This is for John.
Take it away.
are places I remember all my life. Some have changed, some forever, none for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have the moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living, but in my life I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compared with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love. There's something new, and I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop to think about them, but in my life I've loved you more. But in our lives we loved you more. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.